And just making sure this is plugged in all right. And looks like we're good there. So, okay, we'll give it a few minutes, see how it goes. Monday fun day. Yeah, there's Lou.
Says you. What's up, buddy?
It's Monday.
For some of us, yeah. All right, what are we doing? What's going on?
Okay, Wiki Bobby's here.
All right.
And we'll start this up in another minute or two.
Yeah. Well.
See if anyone joins us. And if you guys want to know, we do share when we're going to do the podcasts on our Facebook group, The Mummy and the Monkey, and also on our Facebook fan page, The Mummy and the Monkey. Neil is here joining us. We've got Scott, Jerry, Papal. Hello there. Very cool. All right. Small but mighty group, and that's okay. People can listen in later. So I guess we'll just start up.
You ready, Lou? You ready to go?
Is Louie ready?
I think he's about as ready as he's going to be. Boy, he's doing good. All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Living the Scream, the behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
What you said.
Oh, you want to do it together?
We can do it together.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of
Living the Scream, the behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey. This is our channel, the Mummy and the Monkey. We are B-movie hosts, and we're also resellers, and we put together vlogs here and there. And this is, welcome to the channel. We host an almost weekly podcast called Living the Scream.
Mm-hmm. Yep, indeed we do. And in this little bit of a format, we like to just kind of go over some of the things that we're doing with our reselling adventures, and then also talk about what's going on with our Mummy and the Monkey show.
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
So this podcast covers both things. It covers both topics about our horror hosting, behind the scenes with the show, and the reselling. So what do you want to talk about first?
You pick.
Let's see.
You get to choose. I'm entertaining a kitty cat. I'm petting Louie here. I don't know if it looks, people could see what I'm doing, but there's a black cat on my black jeans in front of my black shirt.
He does blend in, but yeah, there's a Louie kitty right there.
He is.
And he does not care that we're doing a podcast.
No, you turn face first instead of butt first this time. Very good, very good.
I'm not sure what happens, but my phone goes bonging when you podcast. I just click the message and here I am, says Scott.
Boom, just like that.
There you go.
Now, is evil Jim talking about you or me? Wow, and I thought you were sexy and beautiful in costume. See, I don't know if he's talking about you or me.
Oh, maybe he thinks the monkey is a sexy beast.
You know, I don't pretend to
we can't
to
assume. I mean,
right.
Yeah, maybe he's talking about both. Maybe he's talking about you.
You know. I didn't know that.
I was talking to the monkey.
Ah, see?
There you go. See?
Yeah,
it's that animal magnetism.
You know that.
Okay. All right. So we had a fun weekend. It was a very sociable weekend. We actually went out a little bit. And
where did my buddy go? There's a
we took MummyAndMonkey out to have lunch with one of her friends. And it was yummy food, good company. So that was fun.
Yep, we did that. And then, but the big thing was we did, I went to the flea market. This is not the big thing. I went to the flea market Saturday morning, and it was raining, drizzling here, and at first you were ready to go out and try to get out there and see what was going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Saturday morning, I got dressed. I'm like, well, I'll try to go
we were
to the
right
flea
out the
market
door,
with you.
and then...
And we got out the door, and it's like drizzling, and it's like cold, and I checked the weather, and it was supposed to like rain all day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not feeling this. I go back in the house.
I did head out, though. I ventured out, and there were all of like 3 vendors out. So you were right about nobody really setting up there. But, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I made the best of it. I did pick up a few things. I bought a whole, God, there must be at least 20 of these like Volkswagen emblems. They're newer, plastic, whatever. But I looked up some of the comps on it. And, you know, I got like probably over 20 of these things. They're all different. Who knows? There could be some gem in there. But for $20, I figured, you know, like about $1 a piece or less. So, you know,
So you paid $20 for the whole box, and then there's a ton of different like car emblems in there.
It's all Volkswagen.
Oh, it's all Volkswagen?
All VW in the
All
circle.
all VW,
Yeah.
okay.
All Volkswagen. That's what I said. Yeah.
So is that like if your car is missing that
Sure.
emblem,
It's
could
a
put it
part.
on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
It's
part.
like a replacement part.
It can be, yeah. I mean, they're used, but you know, we'll see. But so I picked that up, a Cabbage Patch doll for $1 from this guy and his little girl. She was really cute, and she's like, you could tell she was just. Everyone was just, anyone that was there, they were just eyeballing, you know, like.
Yeah,
know,
like
come
please
over.
buy things. Yeah.
So I went over by their table, and she had a couple of toy things out, and I picked up the Cabbage Patch, thinking that you might want that, and then I bought this thing, like a little storage, a tool storage thing made out of wood, for a few bucks. I think I spent $15 there. And that's really about it. You know, there was really not much to choose from, so I just had made the most of it.
Yeah.
Since I went out, you know, sometimes I feel like if I don't, you know, it's not the FOMO thing, the fear of missing out, as much as it is, you know, if I'm gonna go walk around or get some exercise, around the block's okay, but around a flea market's more fun.
Yes, because you could find something, you know, cool.
And even if I don't, I just like people watching. I like, you know, the sights and sounds, and you know, it just wasn't a good day for it. That's all. But but I don't want to get in that. I'd like, you know, unless it's really inclement weather, you know, because there were some people out there. The diehards were there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there'd probably be like maybe 2 or 3 vendors still setting up, but
And there were, but you know,
I'm just like, no.
was it worth it? I don't know. It might be. You know, like I said, I have to go through that Volkswagen stuff and see if there's anything in there that might be good. But you know, I don't know. I just want to get more. It's like training, you know. I don't want to talk myself out of too much stuff. I want to be able to just go through and, you know, like I said, unless it's nutty, snowing or the rain is ridiculous, because it was just like a light drizzle. But it did pick up a little bit there where it was like a little bit bad, but it didn't thunderstorm. As a matter of fact, it's raining here right now, so in Cleveland. So
I think it's supposed to rain like every day this week.
yeah, but you know, but nothing pales, all that pales in comparison to the guy that was coming into the flea market as I was driving out. When the rain was picking up a tiny bit, it turned from drizzle to rain. As I was leaving, I was going up the driveway there out of the flea market, exiting. There was a guy walking on foot, towards the flea market with a rain poncho, and he's pulling his little grocery shopping cart with a shopping bag inside.
So he was prepared.
He was, but he didn't even drive there. He was walking to the flea market.
Well, he's more of a diehard flea market person than I am.
Stalwart diehard. He was just crazy. But so there's worse people than me out there that that brave the elements just to find a deal. But like I said, that's part of this whole a little bit of the mindset.
Okay.
It's just because you don't know what you can find. You never know. Someone might have that one cool thing, that nobody else was going to get because
you never know. So and yesterday we
yes.
We got to meet up with some folks.
Well, this is the big thing I've met.
Yeah, this is actually really cool, and it involves Cliff, our little double sidekick.
You put him. He's out of reach. I can't grab him.
Oh, maybe I could go get him.
Here.
You've got a Louie on you. I'll go get him.
I mean, if I move a little bit, Louie would move.
I'll get him. Hold on.
I had him on the chair here earlier. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Maybe Louie will jump off now, but I don't know.
Okay, guys.
Freak him out. Yeah, Cliff is germane to this discussion. So
yeah, so Cliff is part of this discussion. He's part of our show, and we got to interact with the Puppet Guild. There's a
Northeast Ohio.
A Puppet Guild of Northeast Ohio, where it involves people who are puppeteers or puppet enthusiasts.
I don't like puppets. They freak me out, man.
We spoke with people who are performers, who have been involved with television and stage shows, and it's a way of life for them. They are puppet performers, and throughout the summertime they attend festivals and events doing puppet shows and stage shows, and it's just so fascinating.
Yeah, meat puppets don't count. We're talking about almost every other form of puppetry, fellas. But anyway.
So yeah, puppets like this. Like if you think back, like Jim Henson, like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Hickory Hideout.
If you're in Cleveland,
if you grew up with that show, it was
but
syndicated
at some point. But so this was we were referred to this group. How do we find out about the the Puppeteers Guild?
So Paul, he contacted us. He's a fan of our show, and he's part of this puppet guild. And he let us know when the next meeting was.
Yeah, one of our viewers, Paul.
One of our viewers.
Also known as Mr. Hot Dog.
Mr. Hot Dog, yeah.
He told us about this a few months, was it before Christmas?
It was
around
during
that time?
the winter time, but he would tell us, and then we'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool, we should go. And then like, I had a cold or something, I couldn't go.
Yeah, things would come up, but finally, the planets aligned out, you know, and we got to hang out and go there and attend the meeting. We paid our dues for the year, so I think that made it official for us. But we also did a show and tell. We brought Cliff along with us to show, and you know, got to tell Cliff's story.
Yes.
But we all went around and did a round robin where we all talked about who we were and how we found the guild, and you know, a little bit, and if we had any sort of prior puppet experience.
Or yeah, like what was our you know, memories of puppets, or like how we are involved in the puppet world.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Harry Scary Hangout and how you found Cliff at a yard sale for 50 cents.
I did. I was.
Yeah.
I went to a yard sale we got 2014 maybe, and looking around. Shut that door. Cat's
Yeah, I'm
driving
gonna
me
close
nuts.
the door.
Please, yeah.
Jack loves to meow a lot.
They may not be able to hear it, but it's just kind of distracting. It's like somebody, like a little kid tugging on your pants or dress or whatever you're wearing. But anyway, okay, good.
Okay.
He hears us talking and thinks we're talking to him, I think.
Yeah,
But,
Jack's a crybaby.
Yeah, I went to this yard sale, and he was in a box of plush toys, and I asked how much he was, and then the woman told me 50 cents. She said she just wanted to get rid of it because her kids didn't like it. It's creeped her kids out. And I picked it up. I looked at him. I looked all around. I didn't see any maker's mark or any tags, you know, sewn in labels. So I'm like, this is somebody handmade this puppet, and you know, we're doing it. You know, I was looking for a puppet or to do something with a puppet on our Mummy the Monkey show at the time before we did Harry Scary Hangout. And you know, puppets are cheap. Hey, you know, they don't eat anything. That's what you think. And they're fun, you know. And we do a monster, you know, theme show, and it was a devil. It wasn't like it's like a little kid puppet or
he's
a farmer or something.
He's a fun little devil guy.
He's got a goatee, a mohawk. I mean, he's badass. He's Cliff.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Darn tootin'. Yeah, so I found, so I, you know, pulled out the 50 cents, you know, and gave her the money for it. I said, hey, who made this? I said, you know who made it? She goes, oh yeah, my brother-in-law made it. I think she said her brother-in-law. And I said, does it have a name? She goes, no, it's just, and I said, well, what's his name? Yeah, Cliff. So that's where Cliff got his first name.
So, yep, that's Cliff. He was made by a guy named Cliff.
That's right.
We don't really know much else, and they said, because we brought him to the show and tell, and they said that it looked like he was made really well. Not professionally done, but made very well.
Hey!
And then they were wondering if maybe this person maybe made other puppets.
Or if no one's contacted us going, hey, I made that puppet. That Cliff is, or that puppet you call Cliff is something I made. It's really cool. I mean, he looks legit.
So wherever Cliff is, you know, your puppet is safe with us.
We have that clue though. Whoever made this puppet's first name really is Cliff.
Yes.
That's about all I know.
So if you guys know anyone named Cliff who makes puppets
in the Cleveland area,
in the Northeast Ohio area, have them email us.
Yeah.
We'd love to let him know that Cliff the puppet is safe and sound.
I don't think this is somebody's first time making a puppet. You know?
No, it looks like it was made very well.
Yeah, he's hot glued together mostly though, which is kind of funny.
Low maintenance crew members are outstanding, says Mark.
They are, and we wanted to do more. And you know, it's interesting because they actually, and I never thought of it too much more, but they actually call, you know, other forms of puppetry. It's not just the hand in the back, you know, that marionettes.
There's marionette puppets. They brought out
finger puppets.
Some really,
that sounds dirty, but
some really cool vintage marionettes that were made by I forgot the person's name, but someone who has done shows on like Broadway and different stage shows. And
yeah, but even if you do something like, you know, Senor Wences, where you would draw the lipstick and put the little googly eyes on it, and go, it's all right. You know, that thing, you know, he would, and you can do, this is, you know, considered puppetry.
Shadow puppets.
Shadow puppets.
Yeah, there's so many different variations of puppetry. There's like the fancy, like Jim Henson style type of thing. There's the Avenue Q puppets, where it's, you know, a little more on the adult side, a little raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
What I was going to say, so now we belong to two groups, and we're getting extra nerdy now. We belong to a puppet guild and a Star Trek group.
The Cleveland Star Trek. The Federation, yeah. So two nerdy groups, and yeah, now we're like extra nerdy.
And I'm looking to join a comic book creators a local group too. I used to belong to one in Kansas City when I lived there, and I'd love to get back into that. You know, I want to do a Mummy the Monkey comic book, and I've got a billion ideas for other things. But now it's you know, the ideas are all there. It's just the time. It's just finding the time to do it all.
Yes, getting the time to participate in all of these things.
Well, to actually work on the projects.
To work on things that are creative.
Yeah. You know, it's just, you know, I got no shortage of ideas and projects. It's just finding time to fit it all in.
Right. So it was just really fascinating, and I'm hoping that we can interview some of the performers and like get to record their stories, you know, if they wish to be interviewed for the show.
Yeah, it was a nice tight little group. I think we're going to have fun with them, you know, going to some of the events and stuff like that. So we'll see. You know, I'm looking forward to it.
We are.
Perhaps it was a prototype about Cliff. Maybe, you know, but I haven't seen it. Maybe I should Google Lens Cliff to see if he pops up.
To see if,
I'm sure he's got a little bit of a Muppety look to him. So it looks like Ernie a little bit, you know, from Bert and Ernie. A little bit to me. But this guy's the best, man. This might be one of the best things I've ever found.
He's definitely a treasure. He's
I would have
priceless.
paid $50 for this guy. For 50 cents was a steal. So.
It was. They were like giving him away.
I might have gave her $1. I forget. But man, I just like, you know, it's sometimes it's that kind of stuff, you know. It's like those little, because, you know, I think he adds to the show a lot. Now Cliff is you know, we brought him on board, and he's our behind the scenes guy. He's an AV dude.
Yeah, we need to film more things with Cliff.
And he hosts the Harry Scary Countdown.
Yeah.
Our 15-minute pre-show, which people seem to like.
They do. And then we also have ideas to shoot some skits when the weather's a little bit better. There's like a Stasha and Yashu skit that we want to film outside. And does Froggy count as a puppet, says Scott?
I was thinking about that yesterday.
You know,
yes,
Froggy,
he does.
Yeah, I think he would count as a puppet.
He does.
They used him like a puppet.
Yes, he is a character, especially on the, well, he wasn't a puppet until the Andy Devine show. Before that, he just existed in the Buster Brown comic books. But Andy Devine, I think Buster Brown sponsored his show back in the day. I'm guessing that was probably the tie-in.
Okay.
And Andy Devine was a performer. You should look up. He's got a very interesting voice. He's got a very hoarse, kind of high voice like this. And Andy Devine, he's got a really interesting voice.
Like a raspy kind
very
of voice.
Very raspy.
Yeah.
I can't even do it justice. But I guess that's how maybe because I'm just guessing here, that Buster Brown may have sponsored his show, and he brought Froggy the Gremlin on, and he started the Plunk Your Magic Twanger, not the Oviday part, that the Ghoul added that. But I don't think Ghoulardi did anything with Froggy. I think it was Ron Swede, the Ghoul, who, because he probably watched that as a kid, the Andy Devine show.
Was inspired by it.
Well, yeah, he just literally just took it, because nobody seems to own Froggy anymore.
Well, yeah, the business is out of business.
Oh, so defunct years and
years
ago.
So then you could take that little guy and just do whatever with him, and you put him in skits and stuff.
Yeah, you know, anyway, so
so that was really exciting.
Froggy is a puppet, yes.
And Froggy, he could be counted as a puppet.
The puppet verse.
So a weird.
All right, Cliff, you can take the day off. The rest of the day off.
On Friday, we posted a picture on the Mummy and the Monkey Instagram where I'm modeling the Toxic Tunes T-shirt, the Mummy T-shirt that I wore on the Friday Harry Scary Hangout. And the only difference was, in the Instagram picture, I had on different stockings than what I wore on the Harry Scary Hangout. So I still wore the same shirt, I just wore different tights, no big deal. But there was a person on Instagram that was really like, oh, you're not wearing the exact same thing, and saying like...
I didn't know that was going to be a thing.
Saying some like not nice things, and I'm like, what the heck?
Because that was just a promo picture to use to advertise any show. It's not like, hey, look what I'm wearing on my next episode.
Well, it was an idea between Toxic Tunes and I, like, oh, that'd be fun, like, hey, put it out there, hey, should I wear that shirt on the show? Oh. So I wore the shirt.
Yeah, well,
I just wore different tights, but it was mostly about showcasing his awesome T-shirts. Yeah. It wasn't necessarily
I'm
about
wearing one of his shirts right now.
Showing leg all the time. I just had different stockings on, and like, really, yeah, I like to get dolled up sometimes. Sometimes I'll show a little leg, but I can wear whatever I want to wear. And to get like weird and for people to like get really
pervy.
Yeah, it was like a little over the
Creepy.
top and a little too much. So that person, I'm just not talking to them. But
You wished him into the cornfield.
yeah,
These are
but it's
Twilight
like
Zone.
if I want to wear a T-shirt and jeans,
Damn it.
I'll wear a T-shirt and jeans. If I want to wear something revealing, I'll wear some. It's my decision ultimately.
I feel the
and
same way.
We put this content out for free, and I'm not, beholden to wear a certain thing just because someone wants me to wear it. So I'm just putting that out there.
In one way, I guess it could be flattering, but in another way, I would probably, I don't know that.
Yeah, as a female, I'm gonna wear what I feel comfortable wearing. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I think
you can always just chuckle at it.
Compliments are fine. I'm okay with people being complimentary and stuff,
Yeah.
or if they are a little critical. But you have to do it the right way. You know, there's a fine line.
Ron Brunty brought up a great point. You'll know, you can just expound on what he just said. You'll know it.
Ron Brunty says cosplay players got this weird attitude too.
Yeah, to the point to now they have signs up at these places now that say just please refrain from touching anybody
or taking their picture
lewd,
without their permission.
Yeah, making lewd remarks because look, guys, I'm a guy. I know how it is, but you don't have to be the wolf in the old, Fleischer cartoons where you're
with your eyes bugging out and your tongue.
You can do that up here without being,
Yeah, there's a show some politeness.
And then
that's all I ask.
Because to me, when you do that, you kind of it makes somebody not. I mean, I shouldn't probably say it, but you don't want to make someone feel self-conscious either about anything. Look. I think personally. People that maybe should I even say this stuff?
Well, I'm gonna say I get it. People like to watch other people, male or female. And if there's a good-looking guy or a good-looking lady, people like to see them, and they look good in costumes and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if they decide to wear something a little different or not as revealing, just leave them alone.
But you can be But
I'm not gonna there's other websites where you can
look at so much
other,
I want to say,
that type of content, and we're not that type of show.
No.
Sometimes I'll be a little flashy and girly, but sometimes I'm just in a T-shirt and jeans like I am today.
Yeah.
And one day I might just host the Harry Scary Hangout in a big fluffy bathrobe and a green mud mask and curlers in my hair.
But there's someone out there that will find that very erotic.
Yes. Then there's that one weirdo that'll think it's hot.
See, you can try your hardest, but there's always going to be at least one. You might avoid 100, but there's going to be that one.
Yeah.
That's she wore green face paint today, or a mud mask. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna get too into that, but that's all I'm gonna say about that topic. That's just a little behind the scenes thing. And I'm sure there's a lot of celebrities that get a lot of comments like that.
So when this happens,
we're at indie level. We're a smaller scale, so we don't get that.
I know, and I tell you that if we continue on this course and we get more, if we get more popular, then I think that's just going to happen. I mean, there are some out of control people out there that can't not ooga, wolf whistle and eyes
they're
pop
stuck
out.
in the 1950s or something.
Hey, we had that guy. Remember when? Okay, so you remember this? But
yes.
It got really bad. One time we were at a convention. Doesn't matter which one, and because it has nothing to do with the convention. But we have our table. We're vending our wares, and we have some photographs that we autograph. Some 8x10 glossies, and some of them are Janet, by herself, reclining on the sofa that we used to have here, that half couch. And
it was just a pinup photo.
Yeah,
it wasn't
it's barely cheesecake.
It was nothing worse than a swimsuit. Just
one of them, you
were
were holding
photo.
2 rotten skulls here. And it looked, again,
it's all implied.
It's like a bathing suit, right?
It was like a swimsuit. It wasn't anything bad.
On the beach than you did. But anyway, so some old fella comes up, scooting along on his walker, for real. I'm not making this up. And he goes, and this was around the time.
This was maybe.
It was maybe 3 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago.
This was around the time that, what's his name, that producer in Hollywood?
Epstein? No. Who's that other dude?
Oh, geez.
It was some famous
the producer,
Hollywood
that guy that was grabbing everybody, Firestein. Not Harvey Firestein.
Weinstein?
Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein, not Harvey Firestein.
Frankenstein? No,
Harvey Weinstein. When he was, in all the Me Too stuff that was happening. But this old guy walks past our table, looks at your pictures, and goes, you can't even like smack a girl in her butt anymore.
Or no, he said, it was something along the lines of, you can't just touch anyone anymore. And
Yeah.
I told him,
never.
I couldn't believe he said that.
It was
male
never
or female, no matter who it is, you shouldn't be touching anyone without their permission.
It was never okay to do that.
I'm like, that's not okay.
I
was like, I was livid when I heard that.
Did a lot of people, especially guys, get away with that over the hundreds of? Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
the Mad Men chauvinism thing. Good job, girl. Smack her on the butt on the way out of the office.
Keep your hands to yourself unless the other person's okay with it. You ask first.
yeah, but
we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, and I know, and I'm your husband, and I have to. I just kind of shrug this stuff off because what am I gonna do? And I can't jump through the phone and strangle somebody. Not that I want to do that, but
and we're not about it's you hope that they learn not.
I expect that there's going to be some degree of that.
You hope they learn the error of their ways.
Right, but in person, one time I had to yell at a dude to apologize to you. He said something rude to you, and to me it must have been surreal because I'm in full monkey.
Oh yeah, you were like kind of yelling at him.
And it was not
like,
my
apologize.
Voice. But I'm like, how? Hopefully
he said
this
some
guy
type
won't
of
laugh.
smirky thing, and then
he said something to do with the word slut or something. And I'm like, oh yeah. I said, you want to apologize now? So that's my wife, and I'm like dressed like a monkey. Going, but I'm in my real stern mad
big
voice.
Monkey guy's man.
I'm like, this is not gonna end well. Hopefully
You're
no
dressed
one's
up in
taping this.
character.
Hopefully someone's not taping this. It's gonna be on World Star. A monkey beats this guy.
Oh God. So that's all. Just be polite. I get it. People like to people watch. When we see someone when we see someone attractive in a movie or on a TV show, we'll comment like, yeah, they look good. So what? But if I see them in real life, I'm not going to say something inappropriate to them. I might compliment.
You might think all kinds of stuff.
I mean, you could think. I know. I get it. People have their minds in the gutter.
You can't help that. You don't want to be a mind police.
I'm not going to say something inappropriate to them. I might compliment them on their looks, but I'm not going to say anything mean to them or rude.
Yeah. If somebody, you don't care if it's a man or a woman or whatever you're into.
Yeah.
Like if somebody is adorned in a way that is, that you find visually pleasing, enjoy it. But you don't have to be gross about it. That's all. And keep your hands to yourself.
Yes. And you check all of the Mummy and the Monkey messages. So
I do.
Keep that in mind when people send.
And I'm almost done with my jumping through the phone slapping people machine. Okay. I have this app I'm working on that allows me to teleport to. No. It's not about that.
Okay. Let's move on from this.
Any funny comments? Oh no. Well,
Wiki Bobby, you two are the best family-friendly horror show hosts on YouTube and in Northeast Ohio ever. Well, yeah, and we're not like a kids show, but when we host the movies, we try to keep it in mind that people do watch with their kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews, things like that. So we don't like to post or say anything super lewd. We'll make little jokes here and there. But yeah, we try to keep it like around PG-13. So, and that's just our preference because then you can have a wider variety of people watching you. You don't have to have disclaimers on things. You don't have to, have it like restricted for certain ages. If you keep it for most ages to watch, it's just, it's out there and most people can watch it and it's up to them to decide if they want to watch it with their families.
Yeah.
It's up to their discretion. So, okay. So, Mummy and the Monkey, episode 199 is coming up Friday.
We're getting closer.
And we'll talk about that for a few minutes, and then we'll move on over to eBay. We'll talk about eBay stuff.
I hope we're ready for 200, that's all.
I think we're as ready as we're going to be. There's a lot of editing I'm going to have to do.
You're going to have to do. Why is it you?
Well, we both have to do. We'll split up the editing.
We'll figure it out, yeah.
Yeah. So episode 199 is this Friday, and I can't believe we haven't hosted this movie. Because I kept thinking that we did.
I thought that
we did back in the day, but then when we're checking like the archives, like it doesn't come up.
Well, the way I try to remember, well, I do log everything in. I do have a running track of all the shows and the content of the shows, what we show and all the skits, every little bits, blah blah blah. But when I type in that name, it doesn't come up. So I don't think we showed it. So.
Oh, okay. So the movie is The Corpse.
Star Wars.
No. No. It's a Bela Lugosi movie because, there's a ton of Bela Lugosi movies that are in the public domain, luckily. This is one that I don't think we've hosted before. And if we did, it might have been in the very, very early days of the Harry Scary Hangout.
No, it wasn't. We never did it.
Are you sure?
We hosted, we'll say the name and then we'll say.
The Corpse Vanishes.
Yes, Bela Lugosi.
The Corpse Vanishes from 1942. Bela Lugosi, of course, is the bad guy. And, there's corpses vanishing.
And that's about it.
And that's all I'll say about the story.
Yeah. But the other one was, what was the other name of the other one? Something Vanish.
The Corpse Vanishes and then The Missing Corpse.
The Missing Corpse.
Yeah, The Missing Corpse we hosted, I think, last year. That was a murder mystery whodunit with, I believe, Bela Lugosi.
He may have been in that one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I swear that we didn't. So I have to get to work on that this week, and that's a good fun one. I believe this has the little person he acted in with remember the other one he was in? It was the Color movie. Oh my God, what's it called? Scared to Death.
Oh, yeah, that one was...
And I forget the little person actor's name in there, but he's in this one as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it almost reminds me of White Zombie in a way, because I think there's it has something to do with some kind of potion that knocks people out and they seem to be dead, I think. Or it does kill them, one or the other.
That's... because I haven't seen it in a while. But I do think it has a very similar story to like one of those other movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to. Well, I'll be well immersed in it this week when I start editing it and doing my thing to it.
Yeah. So we'll be watching that this Friday, and I think that should be relatively okay for you to edit. It shouldn't be too bad, right? Mm-mm. Mark says a very entertaining flick. Always enjoy Bela's films. Dragor says, I'm still hoping we get more Grim Speedo segments soon.
Oh boy, no you don't. When was there ever one? Was there ever a Speedo segment?
I don't think you've ever worn a Speedo.
I don't think that's a good idea. We want more people to watch, not less people.
That might send people away.
Yeah, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
I remember Grim wanted to do it. Was it? It was called Not a Fan. It was like his version of Only.
Oh yes. The other one would be called Not a Fan.
Yeah, but
yeah, they kicked him off. They kicked Grim off of OnlyFans.
Didn't even work.
And now he's on a site called Not a Fan.
Yeah, Not a Fan.
Not a Fan. They pay you to keep your clothes on that website. Oh gosh. Swim trunks at Edgewater Park, says Ron. Oh,
now
maybe.
The ideas come.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah, Grim in water, a monkey in water is not a good idea.
He's not a good swimmer.
And if you thought wet dog smelled bad, wait till you smell wet monkey. Not good.
It doesn't sound good.
Not appetizing.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so that's what's going on with episode 199 of the Harry Scary Hangout. We did get some fan mail today from a viewer, and we'll open that on Friday, and it looks like it might be snack related. Mm-hmm. So we'll show that Friday. That'll be something.
Fun. I want to check it to make sure, but it has nothing to do with the show. But I thought it could be fun opening it up here.
Oh, okay.
Since we don't do that much.
I have scissors if you want them.
This will work.
Butter knife, the all-purpose tool.
Mm-hmm. I use it for everything except for buttering bread.
It's like a screwdriver. It's a box cutter.
Back scratcher.
It's a back scratcher.
It does a little bit of everything. Oh, yeah, there it is. So I ordered this. It was a pre-order thing a while back, and we liked this. It's a soundtrack to a show that we watched. There was a special that we watched that was really cool, and they had a soundtrack coming out. It looked kind of fakey. I was like, really, is that for real? So I pre-ordered it. So I forgot all about it. I did this like in November.
And that showed up in the mail today, and I'm like, did you order something?
And I'm like, oh, there it is. So I'm like, yeah, this ought to be pretty cool. So yeah, it is the album version soundtrack of The Werewolf by Night.
Wow.
The special that they put out for Halloween last year.
Now we just need a record player that works.
Yeah, now we need a record player.
We're on the hunt for a
All
record
of our
player.
record players have taken a poop.
They did take a crap. That's
See, there's
really
man
cool.
thing right there on the back. See
man
that?
thing's on the back, yeah.
You got a nice shot of the man thing there, and there's on the front too.
That's very cool artwork.
Yeah, there you go. It's very
Yeah.
neat, and they shipped it right. I wanted to make sure it wasn't busted up, but I still can't tell if it's busted up or not.
It's
I don't know if I should open
fine.
it.
It's probably fine.
But the wax
maybe
is,
just keep it like in the packaging right now.
But the vinyl's neat because the vinyl's clear, but it has it looks like blood, in there. Ooh. So it's kind of neat.
Oh, Thea, wow. I hope episode 200 happens before May 12th.
What?
I'm going to Japan May 13th for 2 weeks. Actually,
it's going to be on May 12th.
It will be on May 12th. So May 12th will be episode 200 of the Harry Scary Hangout. And we have programs planned for the whole weekend. So that's the special thing we're doing for episode 200. We're going to host the movie The Hitchhiker for May 12th. And The Hitchhiker is a really creepy film noir movie. So that night, we're going to have a film noir night. And we're really looking forward to it. It's a good movie. It doesn't need any sound effects. It's good on its own.
No, it didn't.
And it's in the public domain. It's even on the Library of Congress page as public domain. But it's a damn good movie. Also, later that weekend, so like Saturday night, we're going to play a double feature of indie movies by Michael Norman Gale. The Man with the Golden Hand, and then also Vampire Ticks from Outer Space. Mm-hmm. We won't be live streaming for that, but we'll have it all ready to go, so it'll premiere with a chat.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, so it'll be fun to.
And then we'll do go ahead.
Oh, and then that following Sunday we'll have
not following, but the next day.
The next day, our podcast on Sunday would be we'll have the Scream podcast.
Is Saxon in this week's film? He will be, but not in The Hitchhiker. No. And that's not to be confused with the Hitcher movie, with what's that guy's name in it? I think Rutger Hauer's in that movie.
But Japan, wow, that's amazing. Thea. Take lots of pictures.
Yeah, that's on the bucket list.
To visit Japan would be amazing.
That would be good. Say hi to Naoko if you see her.
Yeah, if you go see her.
You see her running around.
Oh, that'd be so cool. All the arcades, all the arcade machines, all the really cool sightseeing places. Oh, it just sounds amazing. So have a lot of fun and be safe. Let's see. Jeffrey says, Mondo and all those Godzilla collections of albums, too tempting.
Yeah, that's what this is made by. They know it's by Mondo. Original soundtrack music by Maiko Giacchino. So pretty neat. Pressed on heavyweight bloodstone vinyl.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah. They do put a lot of different stuff. I'm just a big fan of the Marvel Comics stuff.
And we're suckers for novelty records.
And it was only $40, which I thought was cheap.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, and it's limited press. Blah blah blah. Not that I'm that big of a collector of all this stuff. I don't know why I bought that. I just thought it was neat.
It is cool. It is very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so eBay stuff.
Switching gears to eBay.
So we're going to switch gears and talk about eBay a little bit. We're
I'm
going
gonna
a little
warm
bit.
My hands up by the computer.
Yeah, that's okay. So last week, my eBay store was really slow, and back in the day, you used to be able to call eBay and have customer service refresh your eBay store. Meaning they reset all your listings so it looks like everything in your store is a brand new listing. And it did help with sales. So I used to do that in the past and it would help because sometimes stuff gets stale on eBay and it's kind of weird like that. You kind of have to constantly work your listings and constantly work on it to get things moving. But I found a way to do, I did some bulk editing and went through and I was tweaking some of my old listings and fixing some things, and I had some good sales last week. So I think that really helps. I also ran some coupons for 10% off and 20% off some items. And I think I'll probably start another coupon this week too. And then sending out offers was really helping me. So I think things are moving right along again where I want them to be, and trying to work on it.
How often do you think you can refresh your store though? Anytime you want?
Technically, anytime you want.
Didn't you do that for mine too? That you do something?
Yeah,
like that?
I went in bulk settings, and all I did was some of my items didn't have best offer.
Oh, sorry.
So I put in the settings that everything has best offer. And I just put it on there. You could go on there and maybe like adjust your shipping or adjust your return policy, you know, just whatever it may be. But you can go in and adjust things if you need to. And the bulk editing tool is nice, especially when you have over 2,000 eBay items. Because that's a lot to go through.
It sure is.
John
Happy
says,
May.
Happy May.
Well, happy May to you, John.
May Day. Happy May.
Even though we're not in trouble.
And Cinco de Mayo this week. So
The 5th of May?
the 5th of May. So to you guys celebrating that,
Will that be Friday?
I think it might be Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
Whoa. Cinco de Mayo show.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th.
Huh. Friday.
And then the day before that is May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, a Star Wars thing.
And speaking of Star Wars, Carrie Fisher is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Is it? Alderaan.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
No, that's the name of her planet she's from. Well, Princess Leia.
I couldn't remember. But, she, you know, she's gone now, but her star will be on the Walk of Fame.
And it won't be in a galaxy far, far away. It'll be right there.
In Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
So that's cool.
In front of, is it still in front of the Chinese Man's Chinese Theater?
I think it is.
Does Man's Chinese Theater, is it still there? I don't even know. I mean, I would imagine
never been. I don't know. I'd have to look it up on the
Free
Google.
Comic Book Day this Saturday at local. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and Free Comic Book Day is this week.
There you go. Right.
So yeah, this week is, you know, sounds like there's a lot of fun to be had.
If we ever get together, if we ever get together. I just came up with a great. Okay, so someone's got a great idea.
Oh, Scott wants to talk to us about an idea.
Oh, you know that? Okay, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Cool.
Alrighty. What else? I'll just see if there's anything to talk about
Let's
in the
see.
chat.
Trying to think.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, and today I
chat.
went sourcing. I went to a bin store.
Oh yeah.
I went to a
If you were there once already, would it be a has-been store?
Been there, done that. No,
Yeah.
I went to a bin store and it was a $3 day, and I found a lot of clothes and stuff that I put in my store today. And I'm not a sport person, but I found some sporty things that are new with the tag, like New England Patriots shirts. I have some New York Mets shirts in my store. And, you know, I'm not a fan of those teams. I'm not a sporty person, really. But someone out there might want one. So
Let's hope so.
So I listed those. And it's nice because it's like brand new with the tag, $3. I love it.
But
It's way cheaper than Goodwill.
That is good. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. Mondo Tees. I know that name. I didn't know they were the same record. Okay.
And we keep checking for local yard sales and estate sales also.
Yes.
Because soon this weather should be getting warmer.
It'll
and then
break.
we could go out to the sales all the time and do maybe more of the flea market stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
So that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. But anything you want to share about your eBay?
No, I sold a lot of stuff this weekend. That was good to get out there. Nothing that great. I mean, it's my second, it's my sort of side gig, and I'm doing good with that. So I'm happy with it. I'm not
Your
complaining.
side hustle.
Side hustle, yeah. And it's good. It's a great side hustle. Are the Indians jerseys still out there? Yeah, I mean, there's in the Northeast Ohio, in Cleveland, you could find a lot of stuff at like secondhand shops.
Yeah, I know there's people that
They
collect.
don't make them anymore.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore. Now it's all Guardians, so you can pick up brand new the Guardian stuff, or if you want to find something vintage that's Cleveland Indians, you can. So, whatever. I know people do collect the retro stuff and the new stuff too.
Yeah, Ron, what's my? It's called New World Hoarder.
It's in the video description.
Yeah, I think the link is still my old. Is it
Yes Toy Day?
Yes Toy Day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But when you click on that link, it says New World Hoarder on it, and not Yes Toy Day anymore.
Ooh, Denise says Man's Chinese Theater is still there. Was there last summer.
Yeah, I'm making me hungry talking about Chinese, even though I know it's not a restaurant. But
Let's see.
man,
Hello, Anonymous. Hello there. New vintage store just opened in Lakewood, says Phyllis.
there's a new comic shop in Lakewood we want to go to too.
Yeah, there's a couple new shops there that we want to check
Found
out.
an Indian's ornament in basement discards. Oh, huh. Yeah. I mean, there's still Indian stuff out there. There's still a lot of Wahoo stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all they sold here for what,
60
60
years. So there's still a lot of merchandise out
Yeah.
there.
Now, I don't know if it's really worth a lot yet on eBay, but you know, it'll get there. I mean, I'm sure people are going to want the old Wahoo stuff.
Now, something that's really rare that you don't see much is Cleveland Rams. And that was
Cleveland Rams.
the Cleveland
oh my
Rams.
God, 60, what is that?
That was before the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
And that was like maybe 1940s,
Jeez.
1930s. Very, very rare. So I know that's sought after. And I don't know a lot of sports stuff, but I know some sports stuff is a thing.
Yep.
So yeah.
I seen it on TikTok.
Paranormal Forces, where he goes to different graveyards.
The California Show TV movie started where they're still haunting those areas. They can't.
Oh, maybe where they show celebrity grave sites. Maybe that's what he means.
I smell Vitalis. It must be Elvis's ghost.
Anani says, I'm cooking some harissa chicken with peppers.
No, we're getting a food judge.
Chicken with peppers.
Hey. It's out, and Tia's making turkey chili.
chili.
That sounds good too.
Good.
Man, y'all are making me hungry now.
It is almost dinner time.
Dang
Yeah, we got to get dinner going
Dang
soon.
it. Yeah, me.
Well, I always offer to help, but I'm not a good. He's the better cook. I'm not that good of a cook. I can make a few things here and there.
I can boil water. That's about it. You know, and throw stuff in it.
I'm just not that coordinated with food, I guess. And
You won't even preheat the oven when you cook. Drives me nuts.
Well, it'll get warm up.
Yeah, but by the time.
Well, the one time I brought out like a pizza to put, I was gonna put toppings on it and
so
stuff.
So you preheat the oven. That
he's
gives you
like,
time, and then when you're done, and it's all ready to go.
Yeah, and you're like, oh,
like-
well, why didn't you preheat the oven? And I'm like,
Time
oh,
allocation. You know what I mean?
I
It's
was
like time
going to
management.
in a few minutes. I don't
When
know.
you cook, especially like a multi-course meal, then well, of course, you know, you're gonna make more than one part of the like multiple dishes. It's good to. The idea is to get it all done at the same time. You know, it is as close as you can.
And I'm just
That's
not that coordinated.
Yeah. So if we make, if I'm making pasta, or we're making pasta, I'll put in the.
Pasta I can make.
I'll put but if we're gonna have garlic bread, I put the garlic bread in the toaster oven first. Because that takes 10 to 15 minutes on a certain setting.
Pasta salad I can make. I love pasta salad.
You don't need that long to make everything. Everything else is fast with pasta, you know. But then
baking,
the bread's done.
I could bake cakes. I've done that before.
Yeah.
I could do some baking, but
I'm gonna chef's plain stuff too. No,
no, the best chefs in the world are guys. So
fat guys.
not all. There's that whole stereotype. Oh, if you're a lady, you know how to cook. No, not all ladies
That's
are good
not true.
cooks.
But I love you anyway.
I'm not one of those good cooks. I'm good at cleaning. I could clean the house good. Like I could clean up the kitchen when you're done. But I'm not the best at cooking things.
Yeah, you enjoy us talking about our chores around the house.
Yeah.
But see, I like cooking, so you're lucky there. I love to cook.
Yes, I'm very lucky
It's
that you
fun,
like to cook.
That I don't complain.
I'm a very lucky little ghoul.
Well, I'm just saying that it's not like something I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. I like cooking, so
Yeah.
you know, it's not a big thing.
I mean, if we both didn't like cooking, now that would be weird. I guess we would just have to try to make stuff anyway. We'd have to figure it out anyway.
That don't like to cook, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun. It's something that's not work, you know, and it's something that tastes good when you're done. You can eat it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Enjoying chicken chili verde and
tomato basil salad.
Noodles and pork.
I love noodles. I don't really eat a lot of pork or red meat or anything like that.
Yeah, pork.
I'm mostly just like a chicken and turkey person.
Gal.
Yeah. Like I don't really. I eat some meat. I just don't eat a lot of meaty foods. I have to watch how I say that. Your face.
I'm not saying it. You're doing all the talking.
Yeah.
About no, pork. I like bacon. I used to love pork chops. I might even have a nice pork chop area, but I can't make a good pork chop.
Yeah.
But if I go to a restaurant, there are some places that have real good, like.
Now, if I'm like eating a turkey sandwich and there's bacon on it, I don't really care.
Oh, well.
Like if we go out somewhere and there's already bacon on it, like I'll eat it. But
I don't know anybody
I don't like go out of my
that
way.
doesn't like bacon.
I'm not a big fan. I don't go out
It
of my
is
way to
so
eat
good.
bacon.
Oh,
It's
I
just
don't
not
know,
my
right?
jam. It's just not my thing.
It's some of the, it's like so good.
Because piggies, they're cute.
Oh, they taste so good though.
They're
Yeah,
really
but
cute.
so are.
So are chicken and turkeys.
Turkeys,
They're cute
too,
too, and
but
I feel
you eat 'em.
terrible. See, and I'm that's the
I
inner
would say
conflict.
probably, and you know what? You say piggies are cute, but you know that they'll eat anything.
They will, and that's also what's kind of weird. Is like they'll eat anything,
Yes.
and then you're gonna eat them,
So, well,
and then you don't know what they were eating.
they might eat a person.
Like, what if they were eating people?
Isn't that like
and
one
then
of the,
you go and eat them?
It's like one of those
and
weird,
then you're like eating people.
you know, when they do the crime people, you know, some of the crime shows, like there's some guy with the farm, some gangster with the farm, and he has like a bunch of pigs, and they bring the bodies over there and they chop them up and they feed them, and the pigs eat everything.
Ew,
They
ew,
eat
ew, ew.
every part of the person.
Oh, yuck.
They're like living garbage disposals.
We know someone who has a pet
Damn,
pig,
they taste good.
and he's really cute. But yeah, he will eat anything. So
Janet can just eat salmon. They're not cute.
see,
She don't like seafood.
I'm not a big seafood person either. See, I'm just so picky.
Yeah, I love
I
seafood.
probably drove my mom crazy with how picky I was.
Spam.
I think as a kid, my diet was like peanut butter and jelly and
Peanut butter.
Oreo cookies. Like
That's still good.
I ate like peanut butter and jelly every day. I was super picky, and I still am.
I love seafood. No, not all seafood. Like I like basic seafood. You know, I don't like oysters and that kind of crap. Calamari's weird.
I do like California roll sushi.
But that
And
usually has
that's-
imitation crab.
That
in it.
is like imitation crab meat. I think it's like some type of fish
It
that's
is
in there.
shellfish and
But
stuff.
it doesn't taste super fishy to me. It doesn't like. I'm not a big seafood person because usually the texture and like the smell is like, you know. Like one time I tried squid and I wanted to throw up.
Why would I mean?
It was like too rubbery. And
Yeah, I don't like
just-
any of that.
It weirded me out.
Like calamari is the same thing. It's
Yeah.
but it's just like rubber. It's like you trying to eat rubber.
Now salmon's okay. Like
has to be
maybe,
cooked right.
yeah,
It-
maybe if we went to a fancy
it could be
restaurant
fishy.
and I got like a little bit of salmon and it didn't smell fishy, then I'd be okay with eating salmon.
But that one place we haven't been to in forever. I want to go back, but I'd like to go there and get that. They do the mac and cheese, and you can get lobster mac and cheese, which is really good.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't eat lobster either.
Lobster is it has a little bit of sweetness to it, like crab. It's
Crustaceans,
good,
I think, are cute. Crabs
Yeah.
and lobsters are cute.
even though they're related to cockroaches.
They are very cute. I used to have pet hermit crabs, and they were very cute.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm weird. I know.
Did I have a weird reaction to Spam? I like Spam. We've had Spam before.
Yeah, Spam is just canned ham.
But
Right?
not in Hawaii. It's not.
It's
Yeah,
canned ham.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
Spam is ham, right?
It's lips and everything else. I'm sure.
Oh, it's like buttholes and ears.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure it's all
toes.
that. But they pack it so perfectly and it's so good. It comes out in one solid chunk. You could chop it up, fry it, do anything wrong with it. We had Spam and eggs a couple years ago. I bought some Spam. I broke down and bought some. I think during the COVID thing.
Every now and then, Spam is okay.
Yeah, it's just a treat. But in Hawaii, they have all kinds of Spam.
Don't they eat Spam a lot there?
To the point where there's all kinds of Spam. There's like different flavors.
Yeah. Mackerel.
I don't know
Ugh,
why.
I don't like mackerel.
Holy mackerel. I don't know if I do or not. Catfish. Frogs, no. Mm-mm. That's just weird. They have a weird, I'm sure they taste kind of weird too.
Fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. See, I'd
I'd try
probably
that.
like that.
That's an Elvis thing.
I like, bananas are good. Peanut butter's good. Yeah, I could eat that.
Would you try one of those things at the fair where it's a Krispy Kreme glazed donut cut in half, and then they make that the bun for like a cheese and bacon burger?
No way.
That's too much.
No way, that's too much. My guts couldn't handle
Oh,
that.
I really want my heart to explode today.
Yeah, that's just asking for, issues later.
Yeah, the problem with fish now is not only the mercury, but a lot of people have issues with where because they have the fish hatcheries, like the farm, whatever. Mm-hmm. And someone mentioned here what they mentioned about the Mark did.
Salmon caught in the wild are light years ahead of store-bought.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, if you could get like the wild Alaskan salmon,
Because I think the store-bought
that's
stuff,
probably got to taste really
it's
good.
it's all grown and they're all stressed out, just like a lot of the meat people comment on it. And then you start doing that, and it starts working on my head.
Then when you research how things are farmed and how
I don't want to. I cannot. I
it's
won't
like
watch
a whole,
those things. I
like
won't.
thing where it'll drive you nuts.
I can't
Yeah.
because I probably will never eat a piece of meat again if I watch one of
Yeah.
those things. I don't want to know.
I just try to limit how many animals.
Because, like I said,
eat.
I think a lot of those animals would eat me in a second if it could. Like
Like if a turkey could.
If it didn't know.
Yeah, probably.
I
If they're
think
hungry.
if you prepared the body correctly to where they wouldn't care, they would. Oh, that was a human.
Gosh,
They don't care.
I love how we go from.
I'm
like,
hungry.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they say.
Okay, so yeah, guys, I'll put out more. We'll probably both put out more coupons on our eBay stores.
I think people like us talking about
food,
or something else other than eBay and MummyAndMonkey.
Yeah, I mean, they're seeing a whole new side of us.
Yeah,
I guess.
we'll get off on tangents like this just to do it. But
Yeah.
you're saying a coupon?
Yeah, some coupons for our eBay stores. We have a coupon code for our Teespring store.
You got any Arby's coupons?
Got any what?
Arby's coupons.
No, I don't have.
I'm
Well,
hungry.
I might have Arby's coupons actually. I do when we get the junk mail. I save all the
But
coupons
go ahead, what were you saying?
for the restaurants in case we need them.
Sorry.
But yeah, there's a coupon code for our Teespring store, and it's coupon code bananas. So you can use that if you want to pick up a T-shirt or a sweatshirt or whatever. It's all on the Teespring store, and it's in the video description below.
Yep, man.
Mark says, ever wonder who the first person was to look at squid, lobsters, crabs, and say, let's eat that?
I wonder about a lot of stuff, about like what person looked at something and said, I want to eat that.
To some,
Didn't get quiet as I wanted to.
to some cultures.
I'm going to put that in my mouth.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, some cultures.
Some cultures won't eat certain animals, and they have their reasons. And it was before refrigeration.
Well, I'll
and,
tell
and
you,
how food was stored.
You would have to imagine that
it was probably to avoid getting sick.
everything was literally fair game before it wasn't. You know, I mean, someone had to try. You know, it's a survival thing, right? I mean, trial and error, and not everybody was connected at one. You know, obviously.
Yeah.
So there were people dropping dead of the same mistakes for a long time until everyone kind of figured things out. You know, even to the point where like in Roman civilization, where they go, well, I think we know what we're doing now with the food. Let's cook it in a lead pot.
Oh.
Then they go to that whole thing, and well, you cook it in there because it makes the meat or whatever taste sweeter. Yeah, but now you got lead poisoning. You know?
Yeah, not a good
idea. And then they figured that out after. Like, don't cook it in that pot anymore. Right? It's killing everybody. So it's just funny. It's all, you know, and then you just wonder what we're doing now. That, you know, 100 years from now, they'll be like, why did we do it that way? But anyway. It's constantly trial and error, but we definitely know more now about certain things. And but yeah, someone had to try it. You wouldn't be here if someone didn't try that lobster.
Draugr says, during the late 1700s, the French served lobster as prison food. They thought of lobster as cheap meat then.
Well, they're basically related to the cockroach.
Well, yeah, they are giant underwater bugs.
Yeah.
You have to think of it that way. So if you're eating lobster, you're eating a giant underwater bug.
You can make eating boogers like something.
But then again, there are people that eat snails, escargot.
Oh.
There's some people that I have eaten chocolate-covered ants before.
Why?
Just to try them. There are some people in other cultures that will eat bugs, like mealworms. What is it, like crickets, grasshoppers,
giant crickets.
So some bugs are edible.
Centipedes. I've seen fried centipedes on a stick.
No thanks. No.
Oh yeah. There's
many legs.
There's a girl on TikTok that sits there and eats like these things all the time, and it's like, I ain't kissing you. But
Earl's crying by the door. He's like, "What are you guys doing in there?"
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, grubs. Oh, that was like Fear Factor. That was the big thing.
Oh yeah, they would eat all the weird.
The
foods.
grub was like as big as your face. It was big.
Yeah, I couldn't.
And they didn't cook them or nothing. They
just raw, wiggling.
Oh,
just take a bite out of it.
Yeah, where's the vomit emoji when they need it?
I mean, I guess if you're really hungry.
Well, or you want to win $1 million.
Or if you want to win $1 million.
I might eat a bug, but I don't know.
But oh my goodness.
Yeah, Survivor was notorious. Survivor and also Fear Factor was notorious for eating the worst one people talk about, and I'm not balut, which is the duck, the baby duck and the egg. It's a fermented duck. It's not even a fresh duck.
Oh, that's really gross.
Yeah, but it's buried in the ground for a while, and then it's, you know, and people eat it. It's a delicacy in the Philippines.
Oh, durian is one I would never try either.
What's that?
Durian is a type of fruit in Asia somewhere, and it's a fruit that literally smells like poo.
But what does it taste like?
Supposedly it tastes really good, but the durian fruit, it's like a spiky ball, and it's like kind of big, I guess like a coconut or a pineapple or something, and I guess it stinks like poo. And some people really like it, and some people hate it. But I guess it's a very, you know, ethnic food.
I could say that about it.
And I didn't know what a durian was until I played the game Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube. It's a Mario game, and he's on this island, and you collect durian to like do stuff in the game. And I'm like, durian? What the heck's a durian? And at first I thought it was a made-up fruit for the video game. But no, durian is an actual food thing. It's a plant. So I thought that was interesting.
100-year-old egg, I believe it's what it's called. Yeah, balut is the real name. At BALUUTT or UTA. But yeah, and some people love it. Some people love it. They love it. I'm sure there's all kinds of interesting flavors and textures going on.
Please, guys, don't get any ideas for the snack toys.
No.
We will not eat anything that
The
gross.
balut will go right into the garbage.
Yeah, please don't get any ideas.
Or we'll find someone that enjoys balut. And
No
give it to
bugs
them.
or anything, because we won't eat them. We just won't. So it would be a waste of money.
The food,
Yeah.
the snacks are enough.
Yeah.
We don't need.
We want to thank Snack Master General Greg and
So far,
all you nice folks who have sent some really lovely things and have been chatting with us and watching. We'll probably wrap this up soon because we need some dinner.
Yeah, all this talking about eating bugs and making and stinky fruit making me hungry.
Poo fruit and bugs and weird animals.
Dude, I hope we have some poop fruit in the poop fruit. This is called poop fruit.
We're looking forward to doing more thrifting and scavenging and making more episodes of the Mummy and the Monkey and making more videos for you guys. So thank you again and good night, good Friday.
Oh. Yes, what you said. Oh, yeah, we'll see you this Friday. All right. See you guys. Have
Bye,
a good
guys.
night.
See ya.
All right, I'll go preheat the oven.
All right. I'll go check on the